Yo, what is going on, guys? J.Yumeko here. Today we're back with some more If My Heart Had Wings, the game that destroys my vocal cords. So, last time we left off, we finally got to work back on the glider. We're attempting to implement the changes that Amane-senpai had designed so that we can gear it specifically for getting over the morning glory. Before we jump into this episode, I want to let you guys know that I highly recommend going and checking out the Shell series if any of you have not seen it, which I don't know. I don't know if any of you guys have or not. But yeah, no, it's shaping up to be pretty interesting. And yeah, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you'll be notified when a new video comes out. You know the drill. I'm just gonna try and start putting that little bit in at the beginning of the videos. We'll see how that works out. But without further ado, let's jump on back into it. I'm sorry if I am not super energetic right now. I've had a very busy day, and I am using the last of my energy to record a video because I intended to record one yesterday. I never did, so, I gotta make up for it. Anyways, I returned to my room and sat down on the bed. I've got nothing to do. Having no club activities made me realize just how long a day can be. I took my cell phone from my pocket. Apparently I got a message at some point. I instantly thought it was from Amane-senpai, so I hurriedly opened the message, but it's from Anchan? As I read the text, I apologized to Anchan in my mind for being a little disappointed. Have you met Amane yet? Huh? She was having a meeting at our workshop. She said she might drop by Flying Fish Manor. Amane-senpai's coming? The text was sent 2 hours ago. Kaneko-san! What is it? Did Amane-senpai come by? Mochizuki-senpai? Nope, she didn't. Yuka-san, has Mochizuki-senpai been around? I don't think we've had any visitors today. Thank you. I said my thanks and dashed out of the dormitory. Let's see, Tatsuya. Who's Tatsuya? I don't know. She didn't go to Flying Fish Manor? When I called Anchan, he went out to the trouble of coming around in his truck. I got in and we drove around the station, but we saw no sign of Amane-senpai. Oh, Tatsuya's Anchan. I tried to call her, but only got the voicemail. She might have gotten on the train already. Sorry, I should have called you instead of sending a text. I didn't think she would leave without going to see you guys. It looks like she had gone to Anchan's workshop to order some parts. There was no one else she could ask for such complex parts. When she's about to leave, Anchan asked her if she was going to visit us, and she replied that she plans to do so. However, she's quite whimsical, so she might have changed her mind later. I had already told Kotsuri and Nageha about it. They were both happy that senpai had come to Kazegawara, but when they heard that she left without seeing us... I can't believe it, Amane-chan, you idiot! Oh no, what a shame, I wanted to see her. And so on. They were very disappointed. There'll be one more meeting before we deliver the parts. I'll make sure to let you know beforehand. Yeah, thanks, Anchan. I'll take you back to the dormitory. No, here's fine. I have some shopping to do for dinner anyway. I see. Well then, see you next time. Yeah, thanks, Anchan. As Anchan's light truck drove away, I stood there, dazed. It was true that I had to do some shopping, but I didn't feel like doing it right away. I want to see Senpai. That feeling had suddenly become much stronger. Did I become faint-hearted because the Soaring Club isn't doing well? Or do I want her to praise us for working so hard? I'm thirsty. I went into the convenience store in front of me to buy some juice. Then I wandered around the area. This was to suppress my unmanageable feelings. I'll go shopping once I've calmed down. While I was wandering around, before I knew it, I found myself at the runway. We cut the grass the other day, so it looks very tidy. Before that, it was overgrown with weeds. There was a single long line of exposed soil between those weeds. It's a track made by the wheel of the glider that had repeatedly ran over it so many times. Normally, a glider is launched facing the headwind. However, moving the winch that we installed here to match the wind's direction was difficult, so we were always launching facing the same way. I stood in the middle of the sprawling runway and gazed towards the winch. I recalled the feelings of the sudden acceleration while being pulled by the towing rope and soaring into the sky. When I looked up, I saw the deep blue sky and a cumulonimbus towering silently above the horizon. I imagined a glider catching the wind and soaring. I want to fly in our glider. I'd been flying when I was going to the glider airfield for training. However, flying in our glider, one that we built ourselves, is a completely different thing. The wind that blows above Kazagawa is not the same as there. I saw someone next to the winch. The hot air was wavering, so the silhouette was blurry, and I couldn't see it too well, but this person was... What are they doing? The extra lid of the winch was open. It looked like they were tampering with it. Hold up. Like I said in the last video, right? I'm thinking we can probably get Amane to sign off on being our certified technician. A prank? Or were they trying to steal the parts? Anyway, I can't just leave this alone. When I dashed towards him, the person closed the lid and then noticed me. There were about 300 meters between us and our eyes met. The next moment, that person waved their hand at me and started hopping up. It can't be! Hey! Is that you, Aikun? Amane-senpai? I shouted out in surprise while I was running. Senpai! Hey, it's our girl. It is you, Aikun. What are you doing here? The first thing I said was that question. I was well aware that I was about to lose my temper because of this sudden reunion. Well, I just thought I'd check the winch to see if it didn't break again or something. It looks like it's been carefully maintained. I didn't find any problems. Of course. I see. Yeah, that's right. You guys are all reliable, unlike me. No, that's not it. Senpai, what are you doing in a place like this? I just said I'm checking the winch. No, not that. Why did you come here without saying anything to us? You could have contacted us. Yeah. But I thought that you would have forgotten about me by now. There's no way we could forget you. Aren't we texting you all the time? Well, yeah. But such text gets mixed in with work requests or demands from clients, so I miss a lot of them. I sometimes mistakenly put them all in the trash folder together. I heard from Anchan that you were coming, but you still didn't contact us, so sorry. I thought it might be a bother if I came all of a sudden. Then you should have contacted us beforehand. That might have also been a bother. After all, I thought you'd all forgotten about me. Like I said, that was all I could say before my voice changed to a huge sigh. Common sense doesn't really work with her. This is Mochizuki Amane-san we're talking about here. I'm sorry, Aikun. No, I'm the one who should apologize. But I've been calling your cell phone just now over and over. You didn't notice that either? I left my cell phone at the laboratory. Why? Because that thing's annoying. Day by day, they're calling to ask about the progress of my work. Cell phones and text messages aren't useful things. I think they're evil tools that restrain people. Is that so? I lowered my head, crestfallen. What happened to all that impatience and desperation that I felt just now? How have you been? I'm fine. Kotsuni and Geha too. I see, that's good. How about you, senpai? Same as usual. I'm told that I'm the same as always from everyone. For some reason, senpai puffed out her chest proudly. Same as always, huh? I was relieved to hear that. Not just that she's doing fine, but also that she's the same as always. I thought that meant she hasn't changed since the time we spent together in the garage. Senpai isn't a student anymore. She's a full-fledged member of society now. She's already an adult, so she lives in a different world from us. The winch is properly maintained, but there are no signs that it's been used recently. You aren't flying? Yeah. After the demolition of the garage, I sent her a text briefly summarizing recent events. If she hadn't accidentally deleted it along with all her work emails, she should know about all that. But there's only good news most of the time. I didn't write too much about the bad stuff. She's already retired, so I didn't want to cause her any unnecessary worries. I frankly explained our situation. So that's what happened. I'm sorry, it's my fault that this has caused so many problems for everyone. It's not your fault, senpai. It's nobody's fault, really. In my opinion, it was Tobioka's fault, but he might have his own reasons. Fuck that. Tobioka has no reasons to have such a fucking vendetta against us. Again, again, right? Like, oh, you have your little fucking BattleBots club. Dude, we've literally, as a club of high schoolers, built an aircraft and flown it multiple times. Like, dude. It's true that the Soaring Club's garage was in the way of the student dormitory construction. When adults and kids' circumstances are both a concern, it's always hard to reach a proper compromise. Today, the conditions are good. There are clouds and strong air currents, too, so I thought that if I came here, I might be able to see you flying. But I see, you haven't been able to fly since that day. Senpai's expression darkened. Was she thinking that she was responsible for this? Oh, yeah, do you have time after this? I'll call Ikehana and the others, so please come to our place for a meal. I'll introduce you to our newest member, too. Aiken's cooking. Slurp. Amane-senpai wiped the drool that unconsciously leaked out of her mouth. I would really, really love to do that, but I have to go now. I've got work to do when I get back. Oh, really? Sorry. No, it's okay. You should have contacted us right away. When I mumbled this angrily, Senpai held her chest and looked hurt. I'm sorry. Please reflect on this seriously, because we want to see you no matter what. Yes, I understand. Her childlike reply was so funny that I couldn't help bursting into laughter. Oh, skip through something there. Well then, I'd better get going. By train? I'll go with you part of the way. I have to go shopping anyway. Ah, alright. So that's how I had a surprise reunion with Amane-senpai. What? You met Amane-chan? Yeah, after I called you I went to the runway and met her by chance. Why didn't you call me right away? Well, Senpai was already leaving. Only Aoi-kun. That's unfair. Yeah, I'm sorry, but it really was only for a moment. It looks like she'll be coming by again soon, so I told her to drop by and see us then. I wanted to meet Amane-chan too. Sorry. I didn't feel like I was to blame here, but I apologized anyway. I knew exactly how Kosari felt. She'll be coming by next time, right? When's she coming? 3 days from now. I can meet Amane-chan 3 days from now. A broad smile spread across Kosari's face. I'll give her a piece of my mind for not replying to my text. Don't go that far. Senpai will probably get really depressed if you do that. Foo. Damn you, Amane-chan. I'll show you soon. What? You met Amane-senpai? Yeah. After I called you, I went to the runway and met her by chance. Why didn't you call me right away? Well, Senpai was already leaving. Only Aoi-kun. That's unfair. Why are you reacting in exactly the same way as Kosari? At school, I told Ugeha exactly the same thing I told Kosari yesterday and got exactly the same response. The unity of the Soaring Club's quite strong. She's coming again the day after tomorrow. Seriously? When you say she's coming, where would that be? Where? I guess she's planning to come to eat at Flying Fish Manor. She was drooling, if I may add. We'll once again witness those eating manners that ruin her beautiful image. Oh, we might as well take her to our secret base. That's what I was gonna say. I want to show Amane-chan her current activities. Yeah, I agree. We all thought so subconsciously. The thing that Amane-chan senpai had left behind and how we took it over, and also how much we'd grown. We wanted her to see us as who we are now. Hey, I have a suggestion. What? You know. I told everyone about the idea that occurred to me last night. I saw it in a dream. 3 days later, as promised, Amane-senpai came to Kazagaura. Amane-chan! Hey everybody, how have you been? We're doing great, right everyone? Yeah, exactly. Quang quang. So Hat's been doing well too. In the afternoon, after finishing her business with Anchan at his workshop, she came to Flying Fish Manor. How about you, Amane-chan? I'm pretty well. I see. Hey, could you lean forward for a moment? Like this? Why didn't you reply to my text? Whack! Ugh. Kotori's powerful chop landed right where Amane-senpai's hair was parted. Whoa, what are you doing? Whack! Kotori, you idiot! What if something happened to Senpai's precious brain cells? I'll leave it at that for today. You're so mean, Kotori. With teary eyes, Senpai was rubbing the top of her head that had been chopped. The gesture made me feel sorry for her. That's Amane-chan. She's even weirder than I imagined. But she's so pretty. She's tall too and seems kind. They say there's a fine line between genius and insanity, but I'd say she's much closer to the latter. Hey, we've heard everything you've been saying, including the person in question. Well, even if she did hear, Amane-senpai didn't seem to mind it. I'll introduce you. This girl's our new member, Asa-chan. Huh? This girl? It's not me. Asa-chan blushed and hid herself behind Yoru-chan. Asa, introduce yourself properly. This is your great senpai, Mochizuki Amane-chan. And now that she received a chop on the head, it's hard to think of her as our great senpai, but Asa-chan was really humble in front of her nevertheless. She really is a good girl. Nice to meet you. I'm Kazuto Asa. I'm Mochizuki Amane. Nice to meet you, Asa. Yes! Asa-chan was really elated when senpai suddenly addressed her in such a familiar way and gave her a handshake. It seemed like she believed every single word when Kotori was telling her how great senpai is. And this girl? I'm just an outsider, don't mind me. I see, got it. The sarcasm doesn't work on Mochizuki Amane. She took Yoru-chan's words at face value and apparently decided not to mind her. Well then, let's eat right away. I'm starving. Huh? What are you talking about, Amane-chan? I came here to eat Aokun's cooking. You came here to meet us, didn't you? Yeah, that too. She said it like it was just an addition to the meal. There's something we want to show you. Oh, really? Okay, after dinner. No, before dinner. Aokun, don't you have a sweet bun or something? I gave her a bun which I had planned to eat for lunch but had forgotten about. Here, eat this to keep your hunger at bay. Wow, a green pea jam bun. Come on, let's go. It's been a while since I came here, said Amane-senpai while walking up the gently sloping path of the Windmill Hill. We flew over here many times on our test flights, didn't we? We liked flying over here, so it was a regular course when we were testing. Next year, a windmill that I designed is going to be built here. Huh? Really? Amane-senpai nodded. I tried designing a new windmill using the ideas about aerodynamics that I got from constructing the glider. A few experimental models will be built here. New windmills will be built? For some reason, Asa-chan joined the conversation with sparkling eyes. Yeah, next year. I was working on the designs in my spare time at work, but other staff members have found them. Before I realized it had been decided that they would actually be built. Because of that, the number of calls and emails with requests had increased, she muttered. As always, a natural airhead. Natural genius. While thinking about the windmill that Amane-san had designed, we arrived at our destination. Here it is, senpai. Oh! Come on in! Amane-senpai entered the dock and looked up at the vast ceiling. This is our new secret base. Asa-chan and Yoru-chan let us use this place. Amane-senpai took a quick look around the dock's equipment. This is amazing. It's a full-fledged dock. Right? It's all thanks to Asa. Thanks to this place, our upgrade plan is proceeding smoothly. Upgrade plan? We broadly grinned while standing in front of the glider. Seems like she finally noticed. Well, we're still in the middle of it. Next to Kotsuri and Ageha, who were whispering to each other, Amane-senpai examined the airframe that was in the middle of remodeling. As I thought, we're improving it according to the blueprints that you left behind. My blueprints? Yes, the designs you made for Isaka. Ageha showed her the blueprints that were spread over there. Senpai stared at them quietly with a nostalgic, perhaps slightly sad expression. Amane-san's the one who sketched those blueprints. Really? You guys are stupid. This thing is just an armchair theory. No, it's not. We'll make it a reality. When we didn't have any place for our activities and couldn't do anything, we were discussing those diagrams all the time. We discussed what we should do to actually implement them. We carefully analyzed the parts one by one to see whether we could make them or not. We hypothesized the actual construction of all parts from the plans and carried out a realistic simulation. That was really painstaking work. But thanks to that, we confirmed that we could actually make it. That's why we can do it. Everyone. We'll definitely get there, to that passage of clouds. When that happens, you'll be there with us. We will fly, bearing everyone's dreams, with this glider. You guys are crazy after all. We're your successors, Amane-chan. It can't be helped. Yeah, indeed. Ne-san. Me too! Asa-chan ran towards us with raised hands. Then... Eek! She slipped and fell over. Are you alright, Asa-chan? Ouchie, I'm fine. More importantly, I also want to fly with you, senpai. Of course. You're already one of us after all. That's right. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. What the? Even Ne-san got so fired up. That's really stupid. Ah, Yoru-chan. Tsundere as always. Oh, I keep dropping my fucking phone, Jesus. You found a good base. You could work at ease here. Senpai said, relieved after seeing the whole facility from the dock to the office. I guess she was worried about us in her own way. Yeah, Mani-san. It's orange juice. Thanks, Asa. It seems that Asa-chan has quickly gotten attached to her. By the way, Senpai, there's something I wanted to ask you about. I started talking in a somewhat formal manner. Wow, I'm joking. Good lord. Kotori's and Ageha's expressions tensed up too. The reason why we brought you here is not just to show you our new base. It isn't? I nodded. Then I looked at Kotori and Ageha once more to confirm our intentions. They both looked out at me, signaling to go ahead. Asa-chan was clutching a bottle of cider with a very nervous expression. Senpai, could you become our advisor? An advisor? And that's our issue from before. Because we don't have an advisor, we can't be recognized as a club. Since then, we tried asking several teachers, but they all refused. There are no teachers with technical knowledge about gliders, and they would also get on Tobioka-sensei's bad side. Even if they became our advisor, it wouldn't really mean much since they don't have the qualifications. As far as that's concerned, you have all the required qualifications, and you have experience of managing a glider. That's true, but I'm not a teacher, right? That shouldn't be a problem. I'm the one who thought of this suggestion. Before I changed schools, I was in the bicycle club, and our supervisor was a former pro racer who'd been invited from outside the school. Inviting an outsider to be the coach is quite common in top-level sports clubs. Even for cultural clubs, it's not that rare to invite experts either. Amane-senpai, being a graduate, is very familiar with our school. This means that the chances of it being permitted were much higher than if we were to bring in a complete outsider. Please, Amane-chan, you're the only one we can ask to do it. We know that you're busy, but... Seeing us all bowing our heads, Amane-senpai started thinking about it. She walked once around the office, then picked up the framed picture that was on the shelf. Back then, I thought that would be the last time I would have anything to do with gliders. They aren't really in my area of expertise, and I don't really like high places. Also, Isaka's no longer here. Isaka's no longer here. And this means the reason that Amane-senpai kept dealing with gliders had disappeared. Senpai. You're fine with that? I mean, you almost reached it that time. Almost, but we didn't reach it in the end. That's how I think about it. Senpai said that with a deep understanding. That time, you already found your answer, right? Yeah. Senpai's confident answer made us hang our heads. For Senpai, gliders really became a thing of the past. We kinda knew this already, but now we felt that the reality we didn't want to face was thrust before our eyes. Senpai looked at herself in the photograph, the picture of herself with a slightly awkward smile on her face. But I owe you guys a favor that I can never repay. Now it's my turn to help you. Huh? So... Yeah, I'll be your advisor. Alright! Yes, we did it, Kotori! Owie! Yeah, now we'll manage somehow. I'm so glad, senpai. We all spontaneously high-fived and hugged each other, expressing our joy. Jeez, don't scare us like that, Amane-chan. Yeah, really. By the way, as for that new type of windmill we talked about, students of Keifu Academy will participate in the construction project as a special training exercise. Oh, I might have heard about that. It's a large-scale training exercise, so students who want to participate are applying for it. So that's what it was. Those who can participate must be mostly 4th and 5th year students. Even though it said that they were recruiting all interested students, it didn't reach us, 3rd years. I wonder where Ageha heard that rumor. I'll be the lecturer for those lessons. Senpai proudly stuck out her chest. Her ample breasts bounced as she did so. Thank you, Aoi, for including that very necessary detail.
How about that? Awesome, huh? I'm a teacher, an adult.
As always, the thing she's boasting about is a bit off. Compared to being a lecturer, being at the center of such a big project is much more awesome.
So you'll be teaching? Well, yeah.
With that, Senpai arched her back, pointing her nose to the ceiling. As for the rest of us, isn't that impossible? Senpai's terrible at teaching people.
Unless you get used to her, it's hard to understand what she's talking about. I feel sorry. Sorry for the top class students who've been chosen. Foo. If we meet at school, you have to call me Mochizuki-sensei. What is she saying? She's repeating here like crazy and kept going to school for so long.
While we were having that kind of conversation...
I see, so it's a windmill, and it's the one that you designed.
Yuri-chan, did you know about the plan?
Yeah, after all, that project is being financed by our grandfather. Huh? Really? It was also our grandpa's suggestion that Kifu Academy students could participate. If it's connected to the achievements of the school, it'll be a good advertisement. I was told to participate, but I thought it was too much of a hassle, so I refused.
Oh, is that so? Somehow the conversation changed its course again. Well, whatever. We got Senpai to become our advisor. We've taken another step forward.
Okay, let's get back. I'm starving.
We returned to Flying Fish Manor to witness those eating manners that ruin her beautiful image. Nothing like it. A few days later, we confidently entered the student council bringing Amane-senpai, who'd come to the school because of that matter with special lessons. Having fulfilled all the conditions, we received the authorization to restore the soaring club from the student council president, Kumoi Akari.
I can't believe you dragged Mochizuki-senpai into it.
With a hint of amazement in her voice, Akari-san expressed to Senpai her wish to participate in the construction project of the new model of windmill. Awesome, baby! We're back in business! Hey man, what did I tell you? Amane-senpai's coming back, and she's probably going to be the technician. I was right. I called it. I was right all along. The day after. I'm sorry. During lunch break, we thought that Akari-san just came to visit us in our class, but she suddenly bowed her head with a bitter expression. What's the matter, Akari-san? Alright, maybe we not back in business. Maybe I jumped the gun too early. Akari-san, I'll take care of this. Misatsuki, who'd been following her like a servant, tried to get ahead of her, but Akari-san stopped him. No, I'll tell them.
What is this about, President?
It's about your soaring club. Its reinstatement as a club has been rejected at the staff meeting.
What? Why's that? We fulfilled all the conditions.
Strictly speaking, it hasn't been rejected yet. Some of the teachers were firmly against it, so they didn't reach a definite conclusion. We can guess what she meant by some of the teachers, even if she didn't say it.
That's no good. If it's not approved, then it's the same as being rejected.
Akari-san nodded with a gloomy expression. We fulfilled all the conditions you gave us. What other problems could there possibly be? Mochizuki-senpai's a temporary teacher, and she's also very busy. The opposing teachers pointed out that being a club advisor might be too much of a burden for her.
That's up to Amane-senpai though, isn't it? She said she's gonna do it.
Yes, I think so too, but the teachers criticized this as being a waste of such a valuable resource as Mochizuki Amane.
Wait, a waste? What is it? Why is it a waste?
You guys, stop making a fuss. You know, Akari-san's doing everything she can for your sake. She even marched straight into that geezer Tobioka's place and... It's alright, Tasaki-kun. This is what I promised from the start. It's my fault for not being able to help them. I can't help it if they blame me.
It's not that we're blaming you, President. That's right. Those teachers are the one to blame.
Isn't there something we can do, Akari-san?
I don't intend to leave it undecided like this, but I don't think we can do anything about this problem right now. Therefore, we, the Student Council, acknowledge the Soaring Club status. This is the document issued by the Student Council. As she said that, she handed us the documents proving the acknowledgement of the Soaring Club's restoration. It had the proper seal stamped on it too. It isn't much, but we'll give you some club funds from the Student Council's reserve budget. As for the runway, we've contacted the owner and received permission for you to use it. You work fast!
If anything happens, the Student Council will take responsibility. Though, I can't really guarantee anything. I'm sorry. Therefore, please be careful not to cause any problems as you carry out club activities.
Thank you, President!
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, that's all I had to say.
Akiri-san bade farewell and returned to leave, dragging Masatsugu along.
Oh, that's right. It's about the glider that disappeared from the school storeroom.
Well,
If you happen to find it somewhere, it's yours. Use it however you like as equipment for the Soaring Club.
as she said that, Akiri-san grinned broadly.
Well then, if you'll excuse me.
That's why she said go!
She can be surprisingly flexible at times.
She might not seem like it, but it looks like she's rooting for the Soaring Club.
I think I came to like her a little.
With that, our Soaring Club made a safe, well, not exactly safe comeback after a 1-year hiatus. Let's get to it, mate. Bro, we are so fucking back. And we got Amani-chan back. And we got Yoru. And we got Asa. Stronger than ever, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Wake up, Kotsuri. Breakfast has been ready for a while now. Hey, Kotsuri.
Oh, good morning. What time is it?
7:34.
What?
Breakfast is ready, so get changed and get over here.
Okay. Thanks for the food.
Nom 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 nom. Kotsuri, still looking sleepy, stuffs her face with food.
Hey, Hat.
Quack. Hat joins in and eats some food too.
Good morning, Kotori-senpai. Good morning, Habane-senpai. Good morning, twin sisters. Oh. Did you sleep in? That's not like you. I overdid cramming for exams last night. My student ranking dropped after that last test. After I gained my spotter, Tomioka won't make fun of me.
It's because you're busy with club activities. Hey, you have bed hair. While still holding her chopsticks and rice bowl, Kotsuri turned her head at me. You're hopeless. I combed Kotsuri's hair with a brush from the washroom. It's all tangled. You have such beautiful hair, you should take care of it.
Ouch! Come in a little more gently.
Sorry, you got stuck on something.
What do you do if I get split ends? I'm proud of my hair, so be careful.
Alright, fine. While talking, I brushed Kotsuri's hair as carefully and gently as I can. Just like she bragged, her hair was beautiful, bewitchingly smooth yet fluffy. Your hair feels so nice.
Doesn't it? Eat up, Hat.
Brack!
Somehow I feel like I'm seeing something I shouldn't be seeing. Those that aren't even aware of it are the worst. Why don't you get in to comb your hair too, Nei-san? No, I'll pass. Thanks for the food.
Alright, I'll clean up so you go prepare.
Okay. You're really getting along with Kotsuri-senpai, aren't you, House-senpai?
You think so?
Actually, aren't you two dating?
Why would you say that?
Right, Nei-san? Yeah, I thought so too.
No way. I guess we get along, but...
Aw, so you aren't...
Aza-chan sounded disappointed for some reason. What was she expecting? Hey man, I'm with Aza-chan on this one. All the fucking lovey-dovey couple shit we do with with Kotsuri, and we still ain't together, man. Come on. Anyways, we're 15 minutes behind schedule. Let's hurry up.
Okay.
Kotsuri had gotten some energy from eating her breakfast and was now fully awake. Hang on tight. I ran with all my might while pushing Kotsuri's wheelchair.
Go! Please wait. Pushing a wheelchair while running at full speed. Well, this is a first. Lift off!
We're currently in the middle of final exams. Everyone fired themselves up for the test. Hey man, I'm in a similar situation. Final exams are next week. Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ. That's not going to be fun. But as for us...
Now that Amani-chan's back, it feels like things are finally starting. Even if Tomioka complains, as long as we can use the runway, the race is ours. We'll look down at him from the sky and spank his sorry ass. I get it, so get to work.
We're doing a great job despite these exams, huh?
We have no choice, right? If we don't finish and test it as quickly as possible, we'll never make it in time. For the Morning Glory. The Morning Glory will definitely come this summer. We have to make it in time. That's why I told you, quit getting all excited and get to work already.
Kotsuri's overnight cramming session seems to have paid off, and she was in a great mood after the test.
Sorry I'm late.
Asa-chan and Yoru-chan came in.
You're late. What are you doing? I'm sorry. Hey, club president, weren't you the one who said participation was optional during tests?
Will you two be alright? There are more tests tomorrow, you know.
I'll be fine, but as for Nae-san...
Yoru-chan takes a sidelong glance at Asa-chan hanging her head.
I think I'll be alright. If you fail, you'll be punished. You can't disgrace the Soaring Club. I'll do my best. You're so excited, it's getting annoying.
This might be because of lack of sleep.
As soon as tests finish, it's summer vacation. We don't know when the morning glory will come. Speaking of which, what are you gonna do for summer vacation?
I don't believe we actually decided on anything in particular. Our normal routine was to work from morning until night as much as time would permit. However, we couldn't demand that from Asa-chan as well. Right after summer vacation started last year, we had a training camp, didn't we?
A training camp?
Asa-chan's eyes sparkled with excitement. As for Yoru-chan, she seemed to find it a bother.
By all means, let's do it again this year. A camp is fine by me.
Nah, there isn't much reason to do it this year. We only registered the training camp as an excuse to stay late at school. Since the secret base is on school grounds, we can stay as long as we want and nobody can complain about it.
That brings back memories. Amane-chan and Nagaya came to Flying Fish Manor, and we made food, and we made food and ate it together.
And because of that time, we've all been so close.
That's right. Before that, Koten and I didn't get along at all.
Ageha said this with a mean-spirited laugh.
That's all in the past already. Now we get along really well.
Ageha clung to Kotsuri.
I love you, Kotsuri-chan. It's sweltering, get off me.
Kotsuri pushed Ageha with all her might.
Oh.
Asa-chan was watching with a deeply moved, or possibly jealous expression.
In order to strengthen our bond.
Nah, we're not gonna do the camp.
Why not?
Amane-senpai's busy, so she can't come. Asa-chan is a boarder to begin with, and Ageha lives nearby anyway. Making a training camp at Flying Fish Manor would be meaningless.
Oh, I wanted to have a training camp too.
Asa-chan got downhearted. But I'm sure that when we hit summer vacation, the secret base will become like a training camp anyway.
By the way, Nae-san, what about that? That?
Asa-chan remembered something and excitedly rummaged through her bag. And then...
Kotsuri-senpai, can I have a moment?
Asa-chan pulled Kotsuri to the corner of the dock. We watched them from a distance.
I was told to give this to you. What is this? A letter? When I was going home earlier, some guy called out to me and asked me to give this to you. At first I refused, but he wouldn't give up. He seemed like a nice guy. Well, I delivered it, okay?
Her light footsteps resounded as Asa-chan returned alone, looking like she was running away. Kotsuri was frozen in place after receiving something from Asa-chan. What's wrong with her?
Well...
Kotsuri opened the item received from Asa-chan and looked inside. After a moment, Kotsuri shrieked and threw herself back on her wheelchair. It looked as if an explosive had been inside. What happened? When I rushed over, poof! Kotsuri hurriedly hid the item she was holding behind her back, like it was something I absolutely mustn't see. What's up with you? Your face is completely red. I'd never seen a face that so perfectly fit the phrase as red as a lobster. Kotsuri was blushing deeply and tears were welling up in her eyes. For some reason she was shivering. Kotsuri? Kotsuri only shook her head in silence and pushed the wheels of her wheelchair. She sped away really quickly. What happened to her? As I stood there dumbfounded, the door opened again and Kotsuri poked her head in.
Ageha, get over here! What is it? Just come over here! It's a love letter! What should I do? Do about what? About this! This? This? Is this a love letter? It seems that way, but I'm really surprised. What should I do, Ageha? What do you think I should do? Calm down. You're beautiful, so I'm sure you've gotten love letters before, right? Yes, lots of them! Right, so there's nothing to get so surprised about. But that was before my legs became like this. Who's it from? I don't know. Oh, there's an ink written on it. Let's see. Oh, it's Miata from the Robotics Club. He's smart, handsome, and is pretty popular with the girls, you know. I love you, Habani-san. Please go out with me. Huh. What should I do? Come on, Ageha. What are you so troubled about? If you think it sounds good, you can date him. Otherwise, you can turn him down, right? But A trial date is also an option. Like I'd do such a thing. Ugh. What to do? This is so troublesome. Why? Could it be that you like someone else? I hadn't even thought about that.
After a while, only Ageha returned.
Kotori said that she didn't get enough sleep, so she's going back early. I'll see her off.
Okay.
See you later.
She said that and then left again. Somehow I felt like I was being left behind. Just what was that? Kotori's behavior just now. She was obviously hiding something. What in the world did you give to her?
You know, Senpai, it was...
Sorry. If it's something you can't say, don't worry about it.
A love letter, right? Huh? Yuri-chan? Even I would feel a little bad for leaving him in the dark like this. I guess so. When I was going home some time ago, an upperclassman I don't know asked me to deliver a letter to Kotori-senpai. I tried to refuse, but he was really desperate and kept begging no matter what. Looks like he knew Nei-san was in the soaring club. He probably entrusted the letter to her because she's easier to approach. After all, Kotori-senpai always sticks to Aoi-san or her Geha-senpai.
A love letter. And that's why she had such a strange expression earlier. So it was a love letter. A love letter, huh?
Aoi-senpai, what should we do?
What to do? I guess we have no choice but to just let things happen. She didn't exactly seem displeased.
Not that. I mean today's club activities.
Ageha and Kotsuri already had gone home. Well, I guess continuing work would be impossible. Let's call it a day.
I'm sorry. I love letter. You look kind of happy. That's not true. I feel the same as always. Miyata, ha. He's certainly not a bad person. He's a bit dense sometimes, but he's a hard worker. Is he nice? Yeah, probably. I see. I guess you turned him down right away, but I guess not. Huh? Yeah, after all, I don't really know him. But I finally have a chance. Koti, have you dated any boys before?
Excuse me.
No. And you? It's a secret. Hey, you made me say it! That's a bit surprising. You're so cute, I was sure you'd at least had a boyfriend before. Well, I was somewhat popular in the past. I think I told you earlier. So why didn't you date anyone? I wasn't really interested in that kind of thing. Besides, boys were approaching me no matter what. It'll be easy to get a boyfriend when I want, and that's what I thought. Had we met at that time, we probably wouldn't have become friends. I was young and stupid. I was still a kid at the time. And now you realize that the world isn't so simple. Yeah, I guess I could see that, but... Well, never mind. You have nice opportunities to think about it seriously.
No. Outcome's the only one for her. And I ain't gonna let no mochi do that, but do the hootie booty. Take him. Take her away from me.
Thanks for taking me back. No, it's fine. Besides, I heard an interesting story. Everything I said is a secret. Oh, I know. Especially to Aoi, right? Of course. If he knew that I've never dated a boy, he'd laugh at me. I wonder about that. Geez, see ya. I'm home. Quack, quack. I'm home, Hat. Foo-foo. Quack. Look, Hat. Ta-da! I got a love letter. Quack. Amazing, huh? Hey, don't eat it. Geez, you tore it a bit. Quack, quack. Wow. A love letter for someone like me. Quack. What should I do about this?
Rip it to shreds and get with Aoi. That's what you should do about it. After Kochi went home, I was searching the net on a PC in the office. If I remember correctly, 1 euro is about 110 yen right now. Whoa, this is expensive! Even if I used all my savings, it would be a bit rough. But if I had this...
What are you looking at? A porn site?
What? A gay ass suddenly called out from behind me. I panicked, but it was already too late. She's peeking at the monitor from over my shoulder.
A foreigner glider site?
Yeah, I was just taking a look.
This! Could it be?
A cockpit for people with a handicap. I was looking at a German glider production company's website. I've visited many related websites before and just discovered it by chance. Apparently there are cockpits that even let people with disabled legs fly. I clumsily gathered the limited information I had and finally reached the site. But it's made in Germany.
Wow, I can't read it. Whoa, it's so expensive. This price is kind of out of reach.
On top of that, it doesn't seem like you can just order it either. I'd read an account of a Japanese person who had bought it. It seems that they had to go through legal procedures and all kinds of annoying stuff. Hey man, we make it ourselves. We'll ratchet strap the wheelchair into the cockpit of the plane. That's what we'll do.
And we don't even know if this can be installed in our glider.
After all, our glider has an original airframe.
But if we had this...
Yeah, Kotori could fly. I said that with a sigh and Geha grinned. What? You know as well as I do that Kotori really wants to fly by herself, right?
Does she?
Don't play dumb. Kotori only expressed this when Amani-senpai said that we don't have enough pilots. After that, she didn't even mention it once. You can tell just by looking at her. Has she already gone home?
Yeah, I took her home without any problems.
I see. How was she? When I asked, Geha made a slightly surprised face. Well, it seems she got a letter.
Oh, so you're bothered by that?
No, not really.
Then I won't tell you.
I'm bothered by it, so please tell me, Geha-sama.
Well, I guess she wasn't exactly displeased.
As she said that, Geha gave me a sidelong glance, checking my reaction. No doubt she said this on purpose to see what face I'd make, but I'm sure my face betrayed my agitation just now. Just as I thought, a mean, smug smile appeared on Geha's face.
It seems she's gonna think about it seriously.
It's only natural.
She might actually start going out with him. Oh, you're getting upset.
You're having fun with this, aren't you?
Yep.
You have such a charming personality.
Miyata-kun isn't a bad guy, you know. If you'll make Kotori happy, it might be fine. Right?
Quit looking at my face every time.
Shouldn't she go home?
She already returned early because she wanted to be alone, didn't she? Then I shouldn't be bothering her.
Well, that may be true. I just thought that because you're browsing foreign sites for Kotori's sake and all.
I don't have anything else to do, that's all.
Then why not go home and study for tests or something?
Cut it out already. I'll go back in a bit even if you don't tell me. Jeez, I shouldn't have pried into this matter in the first place. I was browsing the German website while complaining. Come on, bro! Come on! We've been waiting so long for them to get together. It's been a year since I started preparing the dorm dinners with Kotori. I'd gotten used to it and we were a pretty good team. But today... She sighed again. She's been like this the whole time. She's missing her usual spirit. I wonder if she's thinking about her reply to the love letter. When I thought about that, I got a little restless. Hey, don't zone out like that when you're holding a knife.
Yeah.
Hey, are you listening?
Yeah. Ouch!
See, I told you. Kaneko-san, could you get the first aid kit? I called out to Kaneko-san, who'd been watching TV in the dining hall.
Yup.
Thank you very much. Come on, show me the cut. Bright red blood was running down her slender, supple fingertip. Doesn't seem that deep. I wiped the blood with a tissue and applied a band-aid.
Thank you.
I don't know what happened to you, but don't zone out like that.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Kotori answered while idly rubbing her fingertip wrapped with the band-aid. After hesitating for a moment, I said, "If you want to talk, I'll listen." Aren't you worried about something? If you are, you can tell me. I was embarrassed and ended up saying this slightly abruptly. Kotori was taken aback for a moment.
Okay. Thank you, but it's nothing.
I see. While answering, I felt a throbbing pain in my chest. Like I was being poked with a small needle.
Really? It's nothing, okay?
Probably because I got silent, Kotori started panicking and followed up like this. Yeah, I got it. I replied with a smile. This isn't good. Ever since I learned about the love letter, I felt strange. What is it?
Something is a little off.
Is that so? Everything's the same as always.
Really? But for you to burn the food, isn't this the first time?
Burn the... Black smoke was rising from the frying pan. Why did you tell me sooner?
Well, I thought it might have been... I thought it might have had to be cooked like that.
I'll have to make it over. Wonder if there's enough ingredients left. I guess misfortunes tend to come in groups.
I'll help too, okay?
Yes, please. I wash the frying pan and make the main dish again. As Kaneko had said, this is the first time I've done this since entering Flying Fish Manor. Since Kotori's helping me, it shouldn't take that long, but still. Anyway, what are you going to do this year?
About what?
Summer break. You aren't returning home? As far as I know, Kotori's only gone home once this year. And even then, it was just on New Year's Day when Hibari-san took her on a day trip by car.
I'm not going home. Amani's-chan has to come back after all. I don't have time for that.
I see. As unnatural as it sounds, I was relieved that Kotori wasn't going home. It wasn't about club activities. It was because if Kotori had said she'd spend the entire summer break at home, I would have felt really lonely. Come on, dude. Oh, my heart is throbbing. I'll be so lonely without her. But no way this means I like her, right? Come on. Alright, we are unfortunately going to go ahead and end it off right there. Oh, hold up, go back. Save. Boom. Oh, I forgot. That exits out of the whole thing. God, how do I get back in? Nope, not that. Configure title. Here we go. Jesus. Only took me tabbing out 2 times, right? Alright. So, we're getting a little action here with the romance plot. Getting a little bit of motion in the ocean, you know what I mean? Finally, Jesus Christ. Now, I think we're really into the meat and potatoes of the game right now. The whole first bit with us getting into the club, yada yada yada, was probably just, you know, kind of like, oh, hey, here's the world you're in, here's the characters you're dealing with, yada yada yada. And now we're actually starting to get into, like, well, here's the relationships, here's, you know, actual progress on the goal. You know, we're actually making steps to reach the goal we're trying to get to right now. So things are actually happening right now, which is awesome. Now again, I'm pretty sure that this game is multiple routes kind of deal, so you can kind of choose which girl you end up going out with. I guess I'm just kind of wondering how it gets to that, because there's not a lot of options in the game. I remember that, I think it was last episode, we had an option to, like, we had an option to go shopping with a Geha, to go back to the dorm with Kotori, or to go to the workshop, stay in the workshop with Asa. And I'm guessing that's probably one of the turning points. So it might be just that definitive, right? Where, you know, a simple decision like that kind of determines which route you go down. Or it could not be. There might be something a little bit more complex. But right now I'm kind of leaning towards the prior. But yeah, no, we're actually starting to make progress. Again, called it. So we got, you know, Amani-chan back in. She's our advisor and also is going to be our working technician. Akari is really coming clutch here and has basically said, you know what? If it's undecided, I'm going to go ahead and make the decision. So she's a goat for that. Abso-fucking-lutely. And yeah, I guess we just got to see how our relationship with Kotori develops. And we got to see how the progress with the glider develops as well. So, that's going to be it for this time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and tell me in the comment section below what you'd like to see me play next. If you enjoyed this video or any other videos or series on my channel, then I highly recommend that you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you'll be notified when a new one of those videos comes out. Anyways, that's it from me, and I'll see you in the next one.